Why, hello there. Welcome to the
Secret Mythical Library. I know.
Shh! Secret Mythical Library.
Well, that didn't take too long. I'm glad to see that you're feeling more comfortable here.
Yeah, I think I figured out the pattern. Every time I'm sitting at my desk at home and I'm supposed to be studying, I fall asleep and end up here.
Well, it has happened 3 times now, so maybe there is something to that theory.
Yeah, I think I'll fall asleep during studying next time on purpose, just to see what happens.
Well, I must say that I'm happy to have the company. It does get lonely here sometimes, just me and the books. You're certainly welcome to come anytime you like.
Thanks. I'm actually really enjoying it here. There's so many cool stories here, and I'm especially enjoying those parables you've been telling me. They're so simple and yet have so much meaning in them.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying them. Would you like to hear another one now?
Yes, please. That would be great.
Lovely. All right, well, let's see here. Ah, yes, this one is a famous one, and one of my favorites as well. It's called the Parable of the Good Samaritan.
Samara what?
Well, the Samaritans were a group of people who descended from the Jewish nation. They were very similar in their beliefs, but they had their differences as well. And unfortunately, during the time of Jesus, the Jews and the Samaritans, they didn't like each other very much, and usually just kept away from one another. Well, it goes like this. Jesus said, "A man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho when suddenly he was attacked by robbers. They stripped him of his clothes, beat him, and went away, leaving him nearly dead. Now a priest happened to be going down the same road, and when he saw the man, he passed by on the other side. So too a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him, passed by on the other side. But a Samaritan, as he traveled, took pity on him. He went to him and bandaged his wounds, pouring oil and wine. Then he put the man on his own donkey, brought him to an inn, and took care of him. The next day he took 2 coins and said to the innkeeper, 'Look after him, and when I return I will pay you back for any extra expenses you may have.' Now Jesus asked the man, whom he was talking to, 'Which of these 3 do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of robbers?' The man replied, 'The one who had mercy on him.' And Jesus told him, 'Go and do the same.'"
What an interesting story. And I like that even though the Jews and the Samaritans were not supposed to like each other, Jesus used the Samaritan person as an example of the person who helped the guy who got beat up.
Yes, I think it must have been quite shocking to the people who were listening to Jesus speak. They never would expect to hear something good about a Samaritan from a Jewish teacher like Jesus. And yet, Jesus was showing that what really matters is not who you are or where you come from, but whether you're showing God's love and kindness to others.
I love that Jesus taught that we are all neighbors to each other, even the people who are different from us, and that we should be like the Samaritan who took care of a stranger.
And it must have been quite humbling as well for the man to receive help from someone who is not like him. It just goes to show that God's love crosses all these silly boundaries that we sometimes make as humans.
Wow, I hope I could be like that Samaritan who went out of his way to help someone in need and show him God's love. In the end, that's all that really matters anyways.
Well, I'm so glad that you enjoyed this story.
Definitely. And thanks for sharing with me. I'm totally going to try and come back here again.
Anytime you like, you're always welcome here at the Secret Mythical Library.